Using plastic is the norm these days. Just try and think back to the last time you went to reach deep into your wallet for cash, much less coins. Which is why Korea is trying to lay the groundwork for an even bigger transition in that respect. Kim Min-ji shows us how we are headed to a cashless society somewhere down the road.
You don't see many people using cash these days, let alone coins, as most tend to prefer the hassle-free option of paying with plastic.
I hardly carry any cash around. I prefer using debit cards because I can keep track of how much I have spent and how much I have left in my account.
I use credit cards more often because it's convenient, and I don't like receiving change.
And now Korea is rolling out a plan to keep up with this trend.
Starting next year, after buying something at a convenience store, rather than receiving the change, you'll be able to put that money straight on a prepaid transportation card as Korea gradually seeks to do away with coins.
The central bank plans to expand the service to include supermarkets, pharmacies, and other retailers down the road. And the money will not just be put on transit cards, but on credit cards or directly into bank accounts. Already, there's been a significant shift in the way people pay for things. Cash transactions accounted for 36% of all transactions last year, while credit card payments outpaced that at almost 40%. Korea's push toward a coinless society is related in part to lack of use, but also has to do with the cost of making the coins, which is more than their worth. Experts say that doing away with cash in general can, in a sense, contribute to the economy.
There are social costs incurred from using cash, and this is said to account for almost 1% of GDP. So by getting rid of that, simply put, the economy can grow that much more. On top of that, cash has been behind the growing shadow economy. Doing away with it reduces this.
While Korea is still in the early stages of becoming a coinless or cashless society compared to European countries, experts say it already has a strong infrastructure for the transition.
Korea already has technology and devices to charge transit cards, which can practically be used anywhere. And the majority of the population has had experience of using it. So while it's a field that requires a lot of investment, we have the infrastructure there. We now need to go further with it.
But even if Korea does go cashless, people may be reluctant to adapt at first, based on concerns about being hacked, leading to a temporary decline in transactions. Market watchers say authorities and IT experts will have to work together to ensure a smooth transition into a coinless and cashless society. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.